我每天干什basketball， 我很 bad。Part boy is at YouTube。
It's us. I was trying to strike. I was trying to strike. I was trying to.
What's up, MP?
Let's go, MP.
He about to tear the roof off.
What up, MP? Here's what we got going on.
Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night. Midway through the year, we've got a moment to check out the Eastern Conference standings. You take a look at the Heat. Hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference.
Well, I think for Miami, this year has been rife with challenges for them. Now, they're just not the same team we're used to seeing.
Yeah, honestly, guys, we expected a lot more from them. They've had a lot of things go wrong this year.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Avdia out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Grant in at the 3 slot. And for the Heat, Clint Capella out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's MP. And it's Hero in at point guard. And MP recently made a statement that on any given night, he's hyper-focused on beating his primary matchup. Sounds like he's got something to prove.
I love to see MP vocalize his specific goals, but that comes with the potential of firing up your opponent. Just think back to Anthony Edwards' statement about Kyrie Irving ahead of the Western Conference Finals in 2024. We know how talented MP is, but there's lots of talent in this league. You got to be careful not to poke the bear, and there are quite a few tough matchups MP is going to be facing.
All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Earlier, I asked MP what it's like playing against someone he's frequently compared to, and he said what I know I can do and what other people think, those are two different things. Regardless of my matchup, I am always trying to outperform. BA, he sounds confident in this matchup.
He really does, and he's got the skill to back it up, Allie. And Grant, sitting at the midway point of the season now, as a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer, whether it's games of consequence that magnify things or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Henderson, the pass to Avdia. To the inside, here's Sharp. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Sharp's got 5 now.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Now here's MP. Off target with a jump hook.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Sharp finds Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Yeah, Gobert making good on the threat of his height and length. Just hammering it down.
Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
And they pick up 2. 10 points for him.
Wanting it more, MP doing work inside.
Pass to Avdia. Outside Sharp. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Heat. MP up top. He's covered by Grant. MP again!
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Fires the 3. Sharp. That one's good.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Miami. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Off the outside. It's Sharp on the wing. Three-pointer, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
10 feet away. Sharp grabs the miss. Portland has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Henderson. And he goes in for the dunk.
An athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
Butler passes to Capella. To the middle. Here's MP. No good there. Good D by Sharp. For Portland, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Henderson for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. MP with it. Avdia picks him up. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Portland trailing here. Off the outside. Pass to Sharp. There's the triple. Not on target. 4 for 9 in this one. Sharp against MP. Capella with it. To the wing on the left. Inside. Here's MP. That one goes in. MP's got 18 points in the game.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
And so it's MP making things happen for Miami. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in,
It's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
and by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
MP's checked in for Miami. And also a switch here for Portland. Walker's checked in. On the court right now for Portland. Denny Avdia out there with Jabari Walker. Then there's Klingen. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Rupert. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Simons outside. 6 to shoot. Walker sets a screen to stop the run. And it's out of bounds to the Trailblazers as Portland retains possession. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
Well, you look at Henderson, and he's just short of the #1 spot in the voting. No question, it seems that he'll be a factor in the dunk contest.
Yeah, B.A., you don't want to have to win in the voting to be the winner on the court come All-Star Weekend. I'm sure he's got what it takes to get some 10s from the judges.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Klingen. Here's Bonner. Walker for 3. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat leading by 11. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Pass to Kamare. Lets it go from deep. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. The Heat have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Bill Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups Just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach.
And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Hero. Muscling it home, MP.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's good from Henderson. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Getting it done inside, MP.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets.
And the foul called on MP. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. Portland shooting their fifth and sixth free throws of the game. And Grant, the Heat, last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire two-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Ooh, MP takes the contact and converts.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Henderson for three. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
This is when you know Henderson is feeling it. And it's why his guys always encourage him to fire away.
MP against Henderson. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. That free throw, no good.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
Capella, he's checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Jaquez. That one misses. Blazers trail by 11. Shoots from 12. Capella with a rebound. And the Heat shooting has been incredible, 72%. Henderson against MP. It's stolen by Henderson. And here's the fast break. Here's Sharp. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
That's an athletic play by Sharp, putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
Here's MP. Buries it down low. MP's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And so it's Miami. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More 2K action in just a moment.
Possession is center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from long. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up.
Watch these guys from now into the contest. I bet they throw out crazy in-game dunks that you've never seen before.
I feel like they've never chose you because they like their backboards so much.
That would be correct.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Heat.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
Kenny, don't ever do that again. Any kind of humming, singing, or harmonizing. You leave that to the real artists, okay? What'd I just say?
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's factored into their game plan in a big way tonight. He's been a key guy.
Yeah, they've been calling his number a lot, and he's been rewarding their trust.
Bam Adebayo is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Butler. And it's MP in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Heat leading by 11. MP looking around. Good D by Sharp. Well, the Trailblazers shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Grant. Some solid defense from Butler.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
You think of guys who play greater than their stats. Butler has got to be on that list, Coach.
Yeah. Brian, the competitive nature of Jimmy Butler is the stuff of legends. Sure, sometimes it can make it tough in certain locker rooms, but coaches love his passion for winning.
Feels like a guy that's built for the playoffs.
Absolutely. Well, Grant getting more confident from deep.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Taking a look at some numbers here for Jaime Jaquez.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
MP inside, guarded by Sharp. MP shot is off.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
Henderson for three. Rebound Miami. They've led by as many as 14. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Here's MP. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 6 here in the quarter.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint. Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
No good that time. Blazers trail by 10. To the paint. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Well, if you're a fan of Jeremy Grant, that's what you love to see. Phenomenal throwdown.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. MP uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 36 points.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Three-pointer Sharp. They get it again. Gobert, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
MP against Henderson. MP. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Releases from 15. Outside Sharp. Lets the three fly. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's MP. MP, the flush.
And the defense is going to remember this. They might try to make MP pay for it.
Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wimby and Chet Holmgren.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Jaquez is checked in for... Heat leading by 20. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. We've got Murray, Liken out there with Anthony Simons, and it's Kamare in at the 2 guard. Pass to Liken, down low. Here's Bonner. Here's Liken. Jaquez covers. Murray from outside. Drops in the 3. Murray's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. MP right side. And it's good. 2 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Portland making a switch here. Rupert's checked in.
Blazers substitution. Number 21, Ryan Rupert.
Here's Rupert. Inside. Here's Kamare. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
17-foot shot on the way. That one's wide left.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Jaquez grabs the board.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Simons against MP. Off the mark from 16 feet. Blazers trail by 17. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Kamare. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
MP inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. MP's got 42 in the game.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. A line change here for Portland. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Adebayo against Avdia. Back to Henderson, to the paint. Here's Sharp. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that. They have no answer defensively inside.
Blazers trail by 19. Henderson, the pass to Avdia. And he banks in the layup. Avdia's got his first points of the game.
Henderson had great vision when he came into the league, and he's continued to build on it.
Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
The B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Portland. Three-pointer Sharp. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's MP, and he makes it on the layup. MP's got 48.
Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
Henderson misses. Miami leading by 21. The drive by MP, and yes, another basket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside Sharp from deep. Counted from distance.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
MP inside. Started by Sharp. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Heat.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Here's MP, uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 54 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's Portland now. Has to Klingon. To the middle. Here's Kamari. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team.
And again!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Connects again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's Kamari.
Looks like they'll cruise to the win.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
All right, take my bucket, Thursday.
What do you mean? I told you.
I didn't. You earned that one. At least you get some extra rest tonight.
What was that little stunt you pulled before the game?
You mean what I did on social?
What do you think?
I don't get it. What's the problem?
I know you picked an individual goal, MP, but this is still a team game. The focus here is wins, not boosting your followers.
Coach, it ain't even like that. I use it as motivation.
Yeah, so do our opponents. And this is the kind of attention we don't need.
And it's not even that big of a deal. People talk like this in the league all the time.
It puts a target on our back and it riles up opposing fans. Nothing good can come of this.
I'm not sure that I agree with that.
Well, maybe you will when you grow up and realize the team is more important than your ego.
Anything else?
I'm done here. You can go.
Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago ones? Good, MP. Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
More around the basketball service. As I said, I went in this field a couple minutes early because it's around the game.
If you have an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word SPEAK along with your issue and seat location to 55555.
Hey, and look at this. Fans are already pumped up, and the energy is visibly escalating outside of this venue. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by Tutor. And on paper, Craig, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And putting his opponents on notice, MP recently talked about winning his individual matchups, but not at the expense of the team. Some high-level goals indeed, guys.
Well, this is the scary thing. When you make it about yourself, sometimes that causes you to try to make plays that aren't within the flow of the game. We've already seen some of that. I know MP is trying to move the needle for his team. Maybe they just need a little time to get used to this new normal.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Embiid is out there with Jang. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. And now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Thanks, guys. I talked to MP earlier, and his attention was on the small forward matchup. He told me I plan to do everything I can to help this team get a W. We can't do that if I'm not taking care of business in my position, so that's where I'm going to start. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, good place to start. We'll be watching that duel closely. Good stuff, DA. The Heat have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
And finished off by Jang.
Unselfish play by Maxey. He's learned to get his teammates involved.
MP inside. Up and in on the layup. MP's got 8 points.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Here's Maxey. Here's Council. Pass to McCain. Here's Maxey. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
MP inside. It's good. 10 points for him.
What a finish by MP. He just finds a way to convert through contact.
The 76ers trail by 3. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for MP. Changes. Ware's checked in, and it's Malik Beasley in for Butler. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's MP. Maxey grabs the miss. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went ice cold so quickly.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Takes a shot at the elbow, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
MP against Maxey. MP, no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Beasley comes with the double team. And Miami making a change here. Watson's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Embiid comes in for Martin. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Maxey. Embiid, the pass to Okogie. Nobody near Schroeder, and a miss there on the triple. MP outside. And the shot goes in. MP's got 14.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The layup off target. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. 76ers ahead, leading by a point. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's MP. And it's Ware in at the 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against Atlanta had a huge game. He finished with 30 points, and he got lots of great looks. He's shooting it at a high clip. The latest chapter in what's been a great string of games from him. They'll be looking to add on to it tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
Well, this team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Count it.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And they double up MP. The 15-footer. No good off the front iron.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Inside, there's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Rozier, he's checked in for the Heat. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting.
Going with the whole new group on the floor. Philadelphia's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. A nice shot by McCain.
Wow, we're the way fucking we come back there to playing the fucking beat up sister.
Each time.
Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
And they double up Maxey. McCain's shot is off. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Boston.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
They never settled in defensively, and it cost them.
They double him with Adebayo. A three. McCain's shot is off.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
MP, no good. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
A loss is a loss, but some of them hurt more than others. You just hope the extended overtime minutes didn't sap their energy for this game.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Kenyon Martin. Pass to Council. They double him with MP. Here's Chang. And finished off by Chang.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's MP. MP gets the job done inside.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Maxey, no good. With 2 seconds left, and MP throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
And you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
MP has been leading the charge for Miami. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. We'll return shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. It's all good. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Thanks for joining us. The story through the first half, the Miami Heat in a game so far that's been close.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
If these guys end up making the cut.
And that'll do it for halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of...
Oh, it's back. You guys go use the bathroom, okay?
video? Sam, what are you doing? Hey, wait, you don't yeah.
Quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And what a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
And I like that they had the confidence in him to keep calling his number.
Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Chang. He's out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Maxey in at the point. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Second half of basketball, just over the court so far.
How about MP showing some toughness there, accepting the contact on the way up.
The Heat have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And checking out the stats for Butler. His last 10 games, he's averaging 8 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds.
Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Pulls it up. McCain's shot is off.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's MP. Right through contact. MP.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Maxey passes to Chang. They double him with Adebayo. Three-pointer by Embiid. Rebound by the Heat. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Pass to Council. Another miss by Philadelphia. Miami leading by 9. Here's MP. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Maxey, no good.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Here's MP. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment to check out Tyrese Maxey here. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 15th in three-point shooting. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him. But time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Butler, and it's Malik Beasley in for Lewis. MP's shot is good.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Here's Maxey. Offline with his three.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Here's MP. Book it. MP with a tough shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with the statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
In the corner, it's Capella. To the middle. Here's MP. And he gets the bucket. MP's got 42 in the game.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Maxey. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
MP inside. He's covered by Maxey. And again, MP.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called the 76ers. A different look for Miami. Ware's checked in. And it's Peyton Watson in for Adebayo. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Martin with a screen on Jaquez. Here's Okogie. Jaquez defending. Okogie misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Maxey against Rozier. Shoots the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Rozier's got 6 points.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this. Changes here for the Heat. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Beasley, and MP subbed in for Rozier. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Peyton Watson is out there with MP. Then there's Jaime Jaquez. And it's Jovic in at the 4.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Here's MP. He gets it in there. MP's got 46 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Good on the bucket.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Miami.
I think the attitude was very impressive. definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Council off target with his 3. MP against Maxey. MP inside. You can't get that one.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Down low. Here's Maxey. Can't connect from short range.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to Embiid. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Good job, MP. I see.
Wish you all fun, and we quit here, guys, for basketball. I know, guys, know I have to do part 2 of our recording, guys. You guys know basketball part. I did more Mayfield with this game again. Part 2 throughout. Guys, and I wish you all fun. We are fucking cut here for basketball. I hope to see you channel subscribe. I'll be back next basketball channel. Goodbye and see you next fucking part 2 for quit here basketball. Guys, you know. And guys, you know, get your channel, like, subscribe. And unless you all will fit here, guys, and see who gets it signed. See who gets it signed. Part 2 basketball. See who gets it signed. Channel subscribe. I hope so. Good channel subscribe. See who gets it signed. Goodbye. See you guys next time, Bill. Guys, see you guys next time, basketball. See you guys next time. Goodbye, and see you next video part 2, guys. Click here. You guys know, guys, do the channel subscribe. Goodbye, and next episode on part 2, guys. See you guys next time. Next basketball. Click here.